In the remote jungles of Africa, there was an ancient kingdom where, for centuries, people worshipped a deity known as the golden eagle. Nestled atop a mountain, a giant golden statue of an eagle overlooked the village. The tribes of this region believed that within these mountains lay a mysterious and vast world governed by their deity, the golden eagle. Traditionally, if a village girl found favor with the golden eagle, she would become enchanted, irresistibly drawn towards the mountain. Recognizing this, the villagers would ceremonially cleanse her with sacred well water and dress her in a beautiful bridal gown. Then, amid songs and celebrations, they would escort her to the mountain, where a stone wall would slide open upon their arrival, allowing her to enter a new world, never to return. Inside, she would initially be revered as the bride of the golden eagle, and eventually, become a bride to every man in that world. In the village lived a poor fisherman with his wife and a stunningly beautiful daughter named Maya. As Maya blossomed into a young girl, her beauty became unparalleled, stirring dreams and desires within her. She fell in love with Jordan, a robust and intelligent young warrior, the chieftain's son. Jordan feared that the deity might choose Maya, rendering his world meaningless without her. Similarly, Maya, guided by her parents, ceased venturing out to avoid attracting the deity's attention. However, the inevitable happened. One day, Maya began to act distractedly, prompting Jordan to resolve never to let her become the deity's bride. As her condition worsened, her parents realized that the deity had chosen her, and soon, she would be sent to the golden eagle's world. The news reached the chieftain, who, accompanied by his guards, came to congratulate Maya's parents, declaring her a divine selection. Overwhelmed by his love and fear of losing Maya, Jordan pleaded with his father to allow him to follow her into the deity's world. Reluctantly, his father agreed. Preparations began to adorn Maya as a bride, while the village healer administered potions to stabilize her. On the designated night, under a full moon, the villagers, singing and celebrating, led Maya to the entrance of the golden eagle's world. As they approached, the door miraculously opened. When the guards went to escort Maya inside, Jordan intervened, declaring his desire to join her. Initially refused entry, the intervention by the village elders convinced the guards to seek the deity's permission. Shortly, they returned with approval. Jordan and Maya bid farewell to their villagers and entered the golden eagle's world together, destined never to return. Their love had transcended the bounds of their earthly existence, embarking together on an eternal journey into the mysterious domain of their deity. As Jordan and Maya stepped inside, the mountain wall closed behind them, as if there had never been a door there at all. They entered a long tunnel sloping downward, dimly lit by candles placed at intervals. They were led to a beautifully adorned room, and soon after, Jordan was offered a red drink. A short while later, a beautiful girl came to fetch him, informing him that the golden eagle had summoned him. Following her, he entered a vast room where golden light poured down from the ceiling, forming a circle on the floor. A figure could be faintly seen sitting in a chair at the center. As Jordan approached, he greeted the figure silently and stood at a distance. The voice that came from the light was deep and resonant. It declared, "Young man, we know of your love for the girl named Maya and that you have come here ensnared by that love. However, we have allowed you into this world. If you abide by the rules here, you will benefit and live a peaceful life. Those who dwell here live freely by their own rules and will. We welcome you here and grant you permission to stay. If you choose to remain, Maya will be yours, if she wishes, for no one here can force another to stay against their will." As soon as the voice ceased, a loud explosion sounded, and darkness fell. Jordan lost consciousness, awakening later in a stone-carved room with a draped door. While he was pondering his situation, the curtain was pulled back, and a beautiful African hot girl entered. She greeted Jordan and sat beside him, gently combing his hair with her fingers. She welcomed him to the golden world, explaining that everyone who arrives is taught how to live according to the ways of this world. Come with me, she said, the high servant will explain everything so you can adjust to life here. Jordan got up and silently followed her, feeling as though he was under some spell, not entirely in control of himself. Emerging from one tunnel into another, Jordan found himself in a room where a wise, elder man sat on a mat. With a welcoming smile, the elder greeted Jordan, informing him that he no longer had any ties to the outside world. He was now a resident of the Golden World and would live according to its rules. Here, no one was superior or inferior, everyone was equal. Clothing was the same for all, food was the same for everyone, and working hours were uniform. This place was free of conflict, no one engaged in unnecessary chatter. Life here was ideal, free from the concerns of the outside world. People were assigned jobs they enjoyed and everyone adhered to a fixed schedule. Jordan learned that meals were provided twice a day, cooked equally for everyone. In the morning, people gathered in the dining hall for breakfast before heading to their duties, and they did the same in the evening after work. Post-work, they would change into white clothing, symbolic of their equal status, and dine together. Afterwards, they were free to pursue their leisure activities. Some enjoyed music in the music hall, others sports in the sports grounds, and couples could retreat to their rooms for intimacy as relationships were fluid and open here. No bonds of marriage restrained them. Women and men could spend time with each other whoever they chose, for as long as they wanted. Children born here belonged to the community, raised in a separate hospital from birth until they were grown, freeing parents from childcare responsibilities. They could visit their children anytime and spend time with them. In exchange for the comfort and amenities provided, everyone worked during designated hours. Agriculture was thriving and all necessities were produced locally. Those new to work were trained and then expected to contribute. The elder emphasized that there was no contact with the outside world, this was their own world, a world of peace and harmony. He reassured Jordan that the girl was now entrusted to him, he could fulfill his desires with her as long as both wished, guiding and accompanying him. If Jordan needed anything, he could always come forward. With this new understanding, Jordan rose, and accompanied by the girl, returned to the room from where he had come, ready to start his new life in this unique, mysterious, self-contained society. Maya and Jordan's love affair still continues. Watch the next video to see what happened to them in the mysterious world of Golden Eagle and how they managed to get out of this world. To find out all this, you can search from the list of videos below the next video. Subscribe to the channel for more good stuff. Thanks.